Hey guys, Sophia here with Turquoise Toffee, and I'm back with another video. Today we're talking about the 2024 IFBB Pro League Euro Muscle Show Pro Bikini and Pro Wellness results. This show was next level. Every single one of these girls looks absolutely amazing, gorgeous from head to toe. I love the European shows. These girls are so impressive. Let's get to it. Now, of course, in terms of Olympia, last year's top three are automatically qualified, and then the winner of every open division contest within the qualification period is also qualified for Olympia. So just our number one placing girl. Here's a look at the scorecard for women's bikini. A lot of competitors. In first place Rukia, second Christina, third Chiara, fourth Francesca, and fifth Rania. So here's Rania in fifth place, and she looks incredible. Her tan is so dark on her legs. I wish the upper body matched a little better. It seems lighter on top than it is on bottom, but her conditioning, the detail, everything is so easy to see. She just looks unreal. It's such a vibrant color. The skin tone is gorgeous. So much detail coming through, the gloss and the sheen. Her quads look insane. Her shoulders look beautiful. Just gorgeous. And I am so impressed by the size in her legs. She's got some crazy curves to her hamstring. Really nice size to her glute. I love how high and round the top of her glute is. Beautiful definition in her midsection, nice curves to her back. Like, she just looks awesome. I do feel though that the shoulders are a little bit not quite right. Like, this shoulder almost looks like it's rounding forward. I want to see this one come more out to the back and this one more flat and level in line. I just feel like she could be bigger in the lats and the upper body and create more of that triangular shape. So have a straighter line across the top, really open the chest, bring up the ribs, bring up the clavicle, open up the upper body, and I think that triangular shape would really shine through. But I think she looks stunning. The color of her suit, the lipstick, everything. She's glittering. She's gorgeous. Okay, in fourth place, Francesca. Now there's that upper body. She's unreal. So much lat, so much width in her shoulders. She's posing beautifully to really show off that open clavicle, the great curve to her delts, gorgeous definition in her arms, and man, how much mass she has in her back. It's just stunning. And what a tiny waist, beautifully capped off with this fabulous glute. She's just such a unique and gorgeous silhouette. It's stunning. The suit is beautiful. Of course, I love the turquoise. I think her dark hair looks lovely. I love the little curtain bangs. Like, she's posing really nicely with her wrist so delicate on her abdomen. I think it's very lovely the way her shoulder is highlighted in the back. Everything is gorgeous. I know I've said it before, it's going to need an off season. She's competing so much, but I still think that she needs a little bit more curve to the leg, more quad sweep, a bit more hamstring, just to have a bit more size in the lower body to really balance and match the upper body. But my goodness, everything is stunning. She's got such a shape. It's beautiful. All right, next in third place is Chiara, and she's also a beauty. What a gorgeous overall shape, and my goodness, her glute. So the first thing I notice is this unreal size, the shape, the curve, this definition, the line coming down her leg is unbelievable. A nice amount of definition in the back leg as well. Her oblique is so easy to see. Nice flat midsection with just a little bit of rib. It's totally good. I think she looks just gorgeous. She's a little bit more narrow in the upper body. I feel like she's got a lot of her shoulder coming towards the front of the stage, which is perfect. The more straight on you are, the wider you're going to look. So I think her shoulders are exactly where they need to be, but I would try to get her midsection to be more sideways. So if she could show off how tiny her waist is rather than giving us the 45-degree angle, be more of a profile, I think that would make her upper body look bigger compared to her midsection. And then we would have such an exaggerated shape. It would be just outstanding. I think she's got gorgeous curves, really beautiful definition. She's so pretty, gorgeous silky hair. Everything about her looks amazing. But yeah, I would try to play up the width of her shoulders and really make that narrow waistline look smaller by turning more to the side, but keep everything else the same. Really twist it. She's unreal. Okay, next in second place is Christina. So she's doing very close to what I meant about having the stomach more towards the side. But I think Christina could still pull her shoulders more, like really twist even more, but also make sure that this front shoulder is not lower than the back shoulder. I see ever so slightly an angle here, and it looks like this arm is pulling her down and like kind of crunching in the back rather than really opening up. So I would keep this shoulder where it is, but bring the other one even higher up to match it. And then she wouldn't have to bend at the elbow. I feel like her arm could just fall straight down, and man, what a silhouette. But looking at her physique, she's incredible. She looks so full and round in her hamstrings. Her obliques are crazy. Like you could grab a hold of the whole oblique and surround it. Like the definition is gorgeous. The density, the size. I love this groove in her hip. I do think she could have more of a bend to the knee so that we see a bit more of the leg coming this way first before it comes down. I think that would help to be more of that curvy overall shape rather than more of a straightness in the way that she's standing. So I would just play with the angles a little bit more, widen the base, open up the upper body, keep the hair, the makeup, the suit, everything else, the tan, the conditioning exactly as it is. I think she's just unbelievable. And second place, this is crazy. She looks unreal. Now in first place is Rukia, and she's doing everything completely right. You've got such a small waist with this beautiful open lat and shoulder. The shoulders are perfectly level. Her arm is just kind of delicately falling to her side. She looks really wide coming into a narrow waist, so the ratio is just gorgeous from the upper to the middle, and then nice balance with her lower body. Her glute is round. It's very well developed and dense and full. Great, like even the glute itself lines up perfectly with the delt. So she's got this really great balance between upper and lower. I love that she's got a nice curve to the quad. She's got definition coming through around the kneecaps, but like nothing crazy, just that nice line in the hip, the groove, the ab definition. Everything is just gorgeous. Not too much, not too little. The posing is lovely. The red suit with that bit of red to her lip. You can see some pretty eyeshadow, just top to bottom. I love how delicate her foot is here. It just, everything looks effortless. Her hamstring is amazing. Gosh, she really nailed it. Okay, I know that this photo's a bit on the blurry side. I really zoomed in, but man, you can definitely pick out Rukia and her posing here. I think she's doing a great job of showing off that hourglass shape, the curve and fullness to her glute. You can see that nice size in her quad. Francesca beside her definitely could use a little bit more of the size like you see on Rukia. Rania, I think, could use a bit more openness into her upper body to really balance out the upper with the lower. I feel like this shoulder just needs to come forward a little bit more like you see on Francesca to really highlight that triangular shape. Then you look at Christina. I find that she's too much with her shoulders towards the corner. I think she also needs to open them more straight like Kiara is with the shoulders. But I think Kiara needs to have her waistline more like Christina's. So at the end of the day, Rukia is doing it all right. She's got her waist really tiny. Her shoulders are open, nice to show off the triangle. You have a great curve to her glute, nice size in the legs, beautiful tan from top to bottom, great balance. Like, she just looks amazing. And then from behind, again, I think Rukia takes it here. She's got really long tie-ins that are super visible, easy to see. And what strikes me the most is the height to her glute. I think her suit fits her perfectly. It really highlights this roundness here at the top. When you look at Christina beside her, she's a little more lean. You almost see striations. Almost, it could just be the photo. I know it's zoomed in, but Rukia just looks super full and high and round. I'm impressed by Francesca, the width that she has and how well her tie-ins are outlined. Rania, my gosh, her legs. I love the shape and the swoosh in the inside of her thighs. Gorgeous amount of muscle. Kiara has beautiful tie-ins on this inside part, but I do feel like she could have a little bit more line in defining the hamstring. To me, Rukia really nailed it. You see width into the narrow and back out to the width, right down to her toes. Gorgeous. Okay, and in terms of Olympia, there she is, qualified. All right, Pro Women's Wellness. In first place, Lisa. Second, Carlotta. Third, Euridia. Fourth, Lexi. And fifth, Monica. So here's Monica in fifth place, not quite centered in the box, but close enough. And man, I love her quads. She's got so much roundness and fullness on this sweep in the back leg. It's just phenomenal. And a gorgeous amount of definition too. Like, this whole quad is completely outlined. I love it. Nice flat midsection, good oblique definition. I think she could have a little bit more detail in the delts. They could be outlined a little bit more clearly, you know, that really sharp line. I also feel like a little bit more roundness to the glute here would be really nice. Like right from her suit, that high rounded shape would be gorgeous, but she looks stunning. I absolutely adore the red lip, the color of her suit. Her tan is even and perfect. Her hair is beautiful. I love that the waves start right at her eyes. It really draws your attention to her beautiful face, and I think she just looks amazing. All right, next and fourth is Lexi. I didn't have a photo of her in that side pose, but you can see some amazing aspects of her silhouette in this front pose. Her glutes really shine to me. I think she's got an amazing size, gorgeous curve. I love this groove in her on the side. Oh, amazing. Nice definition in the quad and around the outside, though I do think a little bit more detail by the knee would be nice. And I also feel like this foot could be a little bit more in line with her heel of the back foot so that we see this leg more. This whole front leg is completely blocking the back one, and I want to see the size and the sweep and the definition and all of that beautiful dense muscle in her back leg. Her waistline looks gorgeous, super tiny, nice six-pack definition, great detail in her upper body. The suit is lovely, the red lip is lovely, like everything is just gorgeous, but I would definitely play with the posing a bit and a little bit more detail to come through on the legs. All right, now in third place, Euridia. So she is posing a little more with the legs how I meant. So you see that back leg a bit more, and this front leg is not obstructing it so much. I love it. You get a great view of that definition in the quad. You still see that nice round shape in her glute, that groove on the side, nice small waist, beautiful lats. She's really muscular in her shoulders and arms. Like, check out the size of her biceps. It's amazing. I would maybe play around with the placement of this hand. I think it doesn't have to be so covering up her midsection. I'd love to see more of her six-pack. Maybe just move the hand a bit more close to the oblique. And the other thing, I'm feel like she could play with the way she has her hand rotated here. So twist the wrist a little more, open up the elbow, try to get the tricep to be a little bit more curvy and out. I just think that would be a really pretty shape to have the delt and then the tricep and then a more gently falling arm rather than this kind of curved shape. She might not have been quite in her pose yet, to be fair, it's just a photo, but I still think she looks amazing. Really nice conditioning, nice size, beautiful, vibrant blue suit, nice big smile, just amazing. Okay, next in second place is Carlotta, and wow, her midsection looks insane. Such a small waistline. I love where she has her hand here way to the back, high up, right in the smallest part of her waist. So you see all of her beautiful definition, you really highlighting just how narrow that waistline is. Her arm here looks beautiful. Great curves to her shoulder. Beautiful shoulder in this front arm as well. Like just, I love how level her shoulders are. You have a nice triangle shape here. Your eye really follows the strap of her suit from the shoulder down her lats and right to the bottoms and right back out. So I think she's posing really well here to show off her upper body. And my gosh, the lower body, crazy good. She's got a gorgeous round curvy glute, really nice size to the quads. I think she's posing really well so that you see the back quad. That sweep is crazy and lots of nice definition too. So I think she's doing a fabulous job in all aspects. Great suit. Love the red lip. I love her hair being up by her eyes here with that nice bend. Just everything looks amazing. But now in first place is Lisa. I love this pose. This side pose to me is the best wellness pose, and Lisa really looks good. She has such beautiful balance in her upper and lower. And I know, wellness is not supposed to be balanced. It's supposed to be a focus on the lower. Definitely she has more size in the lower, unquestionable. But to me, Lisa just has a really nice flow to her whole frame. She's got like a similar hourglassy kind of shape like a bikini girl, but way more size in those legs. It's night and day, and I just think she looks so aesthetically pleasing. She's got such a tiny waist, the smallest waist in the whole lineup, beautiful triangular shape with the lat and the delt. She's posing really well in the shoulders to keep them level, keep them open, have the chest is up and open. Just, it's gorgeous. And then, my gosh, the curve to her glute is stunning. It starts right at her suit. She's got this fabulous dip before the hamstring, beautiful sweep to the quads, amazing size, and great definition. Like the calves are defined, that beautiful little detail by her kneecap, right up into the hip, the obliques, her abs are flat. She's got detail in her serratus. The arms are amazing. She just really nailed everything. The posing is perfect. The red suit is a great pop of brightness against her skin, and the red lipstick just is the icing on the cake. I just think she looks incredible. Now, side by side, Lisa stands out for sure with that tiny waist. You look at all the other girls around her, nobody has the silhouette like she does. So small, so wide into the lat and the shoulder. It's stunning. She doesn't have the largest legs. I think that would potentially go to Lexi. Look at those hamstrings. Or Eurydia, the quads. I don't even think she has the largest glutes. But my goodness, the overall shape is stunning. She's got so much density on her frame and such a small waist that just the overall look is unreal. I don't think Eurydia has quite as a smooth and flat of a waistline. I would play with the posing a little bit more to try to really make the waist look as small as possible and the upper body as big and open as possible. Carlotta, I think, is doing a really good job of showing off the smallness of her waist. Monica, I'm loving the curve in her leg. I like how you can see the hamstring. I think Carlotta needs to pull this leg out more so we see the hamstring. Same with Lexi. I think her back leg is too hidden, and her upper body is too sideways. I would open a little more like you see Lisa doing and really show off the shape. And then from behind, I think this is unquestionably Lisa as well. She's so outlined in her glutes. It's a full defined shape. She's got fullness and width to the top of her glute, the middle, all the way through to the bottom. The definition is so clear, and even definition down into the hamstrings, but without it being too much. Like, she's not overly lean. She looks full and really like her skin is stretched to the max. She has beautiful quads. I love also how full and curvy the inside of her legs are. It's just tremendous. And man, what a tiny waistline. When you couple that with her beautiful delts, it's just a fabulous shape. I think Lexi could have a little bit less hair here. I don't like that the hair is resting on the top of her suit, just a tiny bit shorter. Eurydia, I almost wonder if she could have a little bit more leanness into the glutes themselves. I feel like this middle part, right where the glutes come together, could be a little bit more separated looking, like you see with Lisa. Carlotta, gorgeous definition down into her hamstrings, but not quite as wide in the delts. Maybe she could play around with how she has her elbows here, just open up a bit more space to really have a wideness coming in before the narrow waistline. Monica, beautiful. I'm loving her quads, perhaps a little bit more definition into the hamstrings, but overall, I love her bright hair. It's gorgeous. All of these women are amazing, but I think it was a clear win for Lisa. And of course, in terms of Olympia, she was already qualified long ago. All right, that's it for this show. There are a few more recaps still to come from last weekend and more for this weekend. So make sure you subscribe, give me a like if you like this video, comment your thoughts below, and come find me. I'm on Instagram at turquoise toffee.